don't think today you can really look at any party, put your hand on your heart and say that it is acting in the interest of the common good.
Okay.
The question is never asked what is for the good of all of us.
Right.
Though that is what the manifesto may say in some parties and in all parties.
Right.
But I think they have a way of looking the other way. They have a way of either appeasing one or the other community and dividing society. Intolerant society that political parties are encouraging.
Okay.
I think all political parties, in my opinion today, the way they are sometimes implicitly, explicitly, by commission and omission,
right,
are communalizing society. The recent attacks on the churches,
right,
the moral brigade goons who outraged our consciousness as well as our
absolutely, yes.
The growing intolerance for a plural, multicultural society, where a tolerant society, where we have an ecology of communal harmony. Our country is great. I think we are what we are because of this centuries of respect for each other, tolerant for ideas from all sides. One is capitalism.
Okay.
The other is development.
Right.
And a little more on development.
Right, sir.
In development, what I mean is that today we need equitable growth.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So we have, especially in the constituencies now that I'm talking about.
Right.
There is a huge frustration.
Right.
Dreams.
Okay.
Aspirations.
Yes.
A single heartbeat for a new India.
Right.
And this is common to the entire new generation.
Right.
So coming to development, I think the biggest challenge is, it's not easy. That's the reason, I am now getting involved in this, in asking people to volunteer. The challenges are, Bangalore gives, I think 70% of the total revenue
for the state.
Of the state.
Yes.
And that is a
huge amount.
reality.
Yes, that's right.
So a large part of it has to go to the state.
Okay.
The other rural.
Yes.
Backward.
The city has to support the rest of the state also.
70% comes.
Absolutely.
And because if you don't do that, there will be huge migration to Bangalore.
Absolutely.
Even otherwise, there will always be migration.
Right.
Right? Because like you have come to Bangalore, I have come to Bangalore. People think if I go to a large city, there will be more opportunities for my children.
Right.
I'll come as a laborer here and undergo all the privations in Bangalore. Even though I can be comfortable for one half that salary in my village because I have my own house. I don't have to pay for gas. I don't have to pay for electricity. But I don't have to pay for water. But I still come to Bangalore because he wants a future for his children.
Okay.
So there will be migration. That is the reality.
Right.
But that migration can become a huge flood if the rest of Karnataka gets neglected.
Right.
So a large portion of it has to go. The third one, which was what I was talking about, was this aspect of terrorism, which is I think which is not just the government. Of course, there is huge frustration now and anger that we are coming out as a failed state.
Right.
I think we are a failed state because we have failed as citizens ourselves.
Okay.
So we need to get more participation, more awareness, more vigilant participation by the public, and also going in holding the government accountable rather than just holding a candlelight on the day we have this problem.
Okay.
Some kind of an active participation. What is required is a policy decision
Right.
at the very well highest and informed level.
Right.
How much of that investment has to be retained in Bangalore? Because
Right.
Bangalore is a milch cow.
Mm.
It is a golden goose.
Right.
So if Bangalore crumbles totally,
Right.
then Karnataka will also stop getting its revenue, because if you have a city which is frequently riven with communal tensions and burns,
Mm. Mm.
and if you have a city which can't support an infrastructure
Mm.
of the kind of infrastructure that industry needs,
Mm.
small businesses need,
Mm.
then I think industry and small business will not come to Bangalore.
Okay.
And if it does not come to Bangalore, it will choke the
Right.
growth.
Mm.
So we need to immediately bring to bear influence and policy to ensure a sufficient part of this money
Mm.
goes to Bangalore itself,
Mm.
so that Bangalore continues to generate that income. Yeah, because
To
if you
Bangalore
completely send everything that comes today
Mm.
and not sufficient to Bangalore itself,
Right.
then I think industry will shift.
Okay.
Jobs will shift, investments will stop coming. While somehow they think Bangalore will get this money,
Right.
and this money is then being pumped into the rural areas,
Mm.
and unfortunately, that's a larger subject.
Mm.
That money
Mm.
is not getting spent and
Mm.
reaching the intended target. And then the funds that then Bangalore gets,
Mm.
it has to be a balance, because if you don't have a balance,
Mm.
Bangalore will stop giving you that money.
Absolutely.
Okay, it is a milch cow. I think all of us are agreed that large cities
Mm.
require a different kind of governing council.
Okay.
We
That's
don't
right.
have that now,
Right.
like London has,
Okay.
like Delhi itself has corporations, which is like
Okay.
a city state,
Okay.
which is not under the direct influence of the state,
Mm.
but there must be a kind of a center state intervention here,
Okay.
where very large cities
Mm.
must work under that principle
Okay.
of governance, where we need a unified system
Okay.
of both elected representatives as well as the administrators,
Okay.
to ensure that we have corporate governance, we have elected governance,
Okay.
which will enable Bangalore to have its autonomous ability to govern itself.
Okay. Okay.
And that is a very large issue.